Welcome you all to the new video in the DSA playlist. In this video we will see how array and pointers are very similar to each other. The concept of array is very similar to that of pointers. Basically, name of the array is pointer to its first element. So here we have an array of size 5, and since name of the array is address of its very first element, we can assign the array name to a pointer of integer type. But its opposite is not possible. Main difference is that pointer can be assigned any different address in future, but array cannot be assigned any different address once we have defined the array. It will always have the address of its very first element throughout its life. As we have discussed earlier, that array name is the base address of the array. So if we try to execute these simple lines of code, then what will be the output? Here we are adding 1 and 2 the array name. So as we know that when we add, let us suppose I, then this will give us the address of next ith element in the array. Here we will get corresponding addresses of the first 3 elements. But if we are interested in getting the values and not the address, then we need to use asterisk before these expressions. As you can see that this is working similar to pointers. Whenever we have any address stored in some expression and we want to get value present at that address, then we can dereference the pointer by using asterisk to get the value. So having seen that how pointer and array behave in very much similar ways, it is time to mix the arithmetic with pointers. The nature of arithmetic operations on pointer is a little different compared to integer or float data types. Only addition and subtraction is allowed. To use other operations on pointer doesn't make any sense. But addition and subtraction does not have the same nature as we have for integer variables. So here pointer is having the address of variable val, and address of the val is 2008. So pointer is having address 2008. So now if we add 1 to it, then we will get 2012, not 2009. Because after adding 1 to it, this will point to next element. And since size of integer is 4 bytes, so we will get next element only after 4 bytes. Similarly, if we subtract 1 from pointer, then we will get the address of previous element. So friends, now let us switch to IDE and perform some experiments with pointers. As you can see that we have an array of size 5 with these elements, and we have a pointer ptr which can have an address of integer variable. We also have another variable x just to store the value after dereferencing the pointer. But before moving ahead, let us recall what is operator precedence of increment, decrement and plus operators. So when we use increment and decrement as prefix, then an expression is evaluated from right to left side. While if we have suffix increment and decrement operators, then we go from left to right. Okay? So keeping these things in mind, let us look at these statements now. Increment and decrement operator do the same thing, that either it will make the pointer point to next element or previous element respectively. But it depends if we have increment or decrement operator as prefix or suffix. If it is as suffix, then the current value will be taken while evaluating any expression. Array name is nothing but base address of itself. So we are assigning the base address of the array to pointers. So now pointer has address of first element of the array. So if we dereference the pointer ptr, then we will get 10 as output. Yes, you can see here. You can also see the address which pointer is currently pointing to. Now what will be the output if we run the program after uncommenting next 2 lines? So if we follow the operator precedence, then here we have suffix increment. So we will start evaluation from left to right. First we have asterisk. This means that first this will dereference the pointer and store the value in x. So x got value 10 here. And after this, now pointer will be incremented. So pointer will now start pointing to the next address. Yes, you can see the value of x and current address stored in pointer ptr. Now focus on next 2 lines. Here we have prefix increment. So evaluation will start from right to side if we follow the operator precedence. So first the pointer will be incremented and then we are dereferencing pointer. So we will get 30 in x, which pointer was pointing to third element after being incremented. Now I am leaving next 2 lines for you guys. Comment your answers here in the comment section. So now let us have a look at last 2 lines. we have asterisk pointer inside of a small bracket. So whenever we have brackets, then expression inside a bracket will be evaluated independent of all outside expressions. So here we are dereferencing the pointer first. So suppose we got some value p here, then we are incrementing. It means that x will have p plus 1 after evaluation gets over. So guys, now we will look at how we can declare pointer to pointer. So here we have two variables a and b, and pointer ptr is having address of variable a. Okay, so here I have printed address of a and address of pointer ptr. So what the pointer to pointer is? So basically a pointer will have address of another pointer. So the syntax for declaring a pointer to pointer is we need two asterisk. Okay, and let me give address of ptr to pptr. So if we want to print pptr, then what will be the output? Let me run. So you can see that both these are same. Okay, so as we have discussed earlier that when we print just the pointer name, so this will always give the content which it have. So this is pointer to pointer, and what content does this have? So it is having address of ptr. Okay, that's why we are getting same things at two places. So this is address ptr, and if we print pptr, then we will get same thing. Okay, so what will be the output if we add an asterisk before pptr? So as you know that when we write here just pointer name, so it gives its content, that is address which it is storing. Okay, but if we add an asterisk before pointer name, then it starts giving us the content at the address which this have. So now it will give us the content of what? Which pointer is having. So pointer is having address of a. Okay, so this line will give us the address of variable a. So as you can see that we are getting 04 at last, and this is nothing but address of variable a. Okay, and what will happen if we add another asterisk? So this is giving us the address of variable a. Okay, and as we have discussed earlier that if we add an asterisk before any address, then we will get the content present at that address. Okay, so now we are getting value of a. This is a simple way to declare a pointer to pointer. Currently ptr is pointing to address of a. Okay, so if we want that pointer starts having address of variable b, but we do not want to do this with the help of ptr, can we set this with the help of pptr? Yes, we can do. We will change the content of pptr. Okay, so to change the content of pptr, we will write pptr equal to ampersand of b. Okay, so if you will print now pptr, then you will get value of b. We started getting value of b here. So guys, this is all about pointers. We have some topics left such as function pointers and different type of pointers. So we will see those things in next video. So guys, if you find my lessons interesting, please hit the like button and subscribe the channel. Thank you.